Hi everybody, I'm Vicky. Welcome to my channel. I just uploaded a video with these things that I made, but I did not decorate them because I ran out of time. And I felt like I really need to complete it. So this will be part 2. So I printed out everything, all these little doodads that I'm going to decorate it with. And we're going to do that. And I want to start using things that I bought and I haven't used in a long time. And one was this thing. This is it's got sticky on the thing, and you just run it through there. So I'm going to try to run these little things through there and see how it goes. This is one of the tags. Okay, this one was for granddaughter number 2, and this was the seed, or the coin envelope, or a seed packet, but a coin envelope. So I was just thinking, these were her tags, and this one I'm going to, I think, put this little pile. This I got off the internet. I do that a lot, but this is something I'm making for my personal use, not selling it. So if you're going to be selling stuff, don't take stuff off the internet unless it's free. I think it might have been free, but I didn't go to the website and download it. I just clicked and saved it because I don't trust the websites. I don't think this one's going to fit in this thing. So this I'm going to go ahead and just glue on right there. And that'll be that. The smaller things I'm going to try to run through there. Not sure how the adhesive on there is going to hold up, but maybe okay. I'll find out down the road. That's just something I use for scrapbooking, doing scrapbook pages. Let's just push that on there. And I'm going to do a topper. Let me go ahead and just finish this one off. She has no toppers on hers, so these are all inked. These are not, they're not totally completed because I need to fold them and then cut out that after it's folded. So let's see what would be a good one for this. Maybe, nah, that's too matchy-matchy. How about this? This will be good. So this one I cut pretty well, so I could just fold it. Where's my bone folder? Just to crease that. I was going to say too, when I printed these, the new tags, I used a backing. I mean, I printed the back paper on there. I think it was, I think it was this one. This is from G. Kerr. She has a pack of basic backing papers on Etsy, and that's what I used. Now this one was glued. Okay, and I fold these and cut this to make it somewhat the same. We can only hope. Kind of wanted that rounded. Pretty good. Now I'll do this side. These were printed on a cardstock. So this, I'm going to have to go in there. And the ink, I'm going to actually use the ground espresso. That's what I inked these in, these tags, because it was darker and this had dark in it, so it kind of, so I'll just do this in that. And you see it kind of matches up better. This was the first ink pad I bought, we're saying 3 years ago. And I've never re-inked it. I don't have any re-inkers. The only thing I can do now is just spritz it with water. But this is still working well, full of ink. Since this is printed on the back, it doesn't really matter for that. Okay, so this is going to go right on here. Let me move this out of my way so I can get this in here. And I'm going to use the glue stick. And then I'm going to add some art glitter glue, which is actually Aleene's tacky glue, inside this bottle. I was just kind of testing it out because the tacky glue is thick, which I think is because it has less water. That's what they say, compared to Elmer's glue. So I'm just going to put this on just for extra adhesive because it's cardstock. Probably don't need it, but okay, I'm just going to put that right on here. Now I'm wondering, I gotta make sure it goes in here all the way down and can close. Nope, I gotta push it down just a little bit, which is fine. Some people push them all the way to the end. Just depends on the look you want and what works in what you're doing. So that will fit barely. So that one's done. This one and one in here. I don't want to mix them up. I've separated them into their proper places. I wanted to put the shake. Well, that's just too huge. So I printed some different sizes. So we're going with the smaller. I just wanted to have that put on the table. So now this, you whoops, well, will it go sideways? Yes. You just drop it in. I don't know, I'm going long ways. And I'm gonna put this one next to it. And then this one's manual. You just have to pull it. Whoops. Gotta make sure that stays up straight. So I didn't catch. I don't want to waste. So I already had something in there. And you pull it through. But I want to do some of these. So let's just, well, let me just do the big one. Pull it. Here's a little one that'll go. I think they still sell these things. Xyron sticker creator. I think it was really what it was known for. Here's a little one. We'll put that in there. Pull them through. So you don't want them on top of each other is why I'm gotta make sure it goes somewhat far in there. How about some of these little macarons? Now the blue macaron, oh, that one didn't catch, but we'll get it, was from this kit, Paris Cafe, JaneyBJournals. Bigger one. Another big one. That one's huge. how about some candies? Let's do some of the candy. Let me put some of the little ones. I can maybe put 2 side by side of the smaller ones. So far, so good. Let's see what this is going to do. Let's go head first. I'm going to start it. Maybe I can put a little candy in there. Whoops. A little baby one jumped in there. Nope. One at a time, fellas. Whoops. Get that in there. Now maybe a baby one. Oh, shoot. Missed it. Let me just finish it with this one. I need it sideways. And then let's cut it off. Right here. I mean, there's a tear thing, but I want to add some more stuff before I finish pulling it through. Okay, now the stickies on the bottom of this, hopefully. Let's see, was there one of these I was going to use? These I was going to use. So let's just move that over there for now. The butterfly was just something that was in there. I hope the sticky's still sticky. Like I said, this is pretty old. Rub and peel. Do I rub it now and then peel? Okay. Just to make sure, okay? Okay, it's a little off the edge, I see. Peel it off because this has the sticky, believe it or not. And then we have these. Okay. Don't want to rip the straw. And I'm going to stick it on the table. Okay. I thought about this one day when I was gluing. I'm like, for little things that are hard to glue, now are these the exact same? The shorter one will go there. Okay, this one, let's work on the thing for that. Maybe I'll do this one. Is that one I cut weird? I don't know. I'll match them as best I can. I think that's good. Bone folder. I don't want to lollygag on this project here and end up with too long of a video. Totally unnecessary. We're just going to decorate these little things. Okay. Pretty good. Oops, I wanted to use that one over here. There it is. Get that inked. I'm actually waiting on my son-in-law to probably text me so we can finish putting up my fence. We're 2 sections to go. And we're supposed to do that today. He didn't give me a time and I didn't ask because sometimes too many questions doesn't go over well. Okay, that's going to just go down here. I'm just going to cover that hole up. That's what I'm going to do there. going to start with glue stick just to get the edges. Add a little of this for extra security that we probably don't need. Need to get this back in here. Okay, the cup goes on this side. Must cover that. There we go. That's 2 of hers. I don't know what else I'm going to do with those, but let's work on hers. I did some smaller. This would be the ones. They were on cardstock. I guess I can use, well, I'm going to use this one. I'm doing it. I mean, truly, these can be done quickly. It's just that when you're making a video, you have to do things differently. Over there. Did I get the top of hers? I don't know. Not that it matters. Or that one. But we must be complete. I'm just going to set that right there. And this glue. I'm going to keep it up and hopefully I put that on the same way. I just cannot leave this open. Now that I'm on a roll as far as everything flowing. Let me see. Let me just push it down to make sure. Can't put it inside because glue. Okay. And hers, I was going to use, I think, this little pile of macarons. This is for granddaughter number 3. Granddaughter number 2 actually makes macarons. Not regularly, but she has made them a couple times. And it's not easy. And let's just put these here. Nope, I want them a little higher. And I want a topper. Of course, these are all the huge ones. I don't think I made any smaller. I would want to use that one. Bye-bye. Let's see how this one would look. Fine. That's how it would look. Go. Good. And I think I need to get a little more ink on my dauber. This dauber, excuse me, was my first dauber. Bought that at Joann Fabrics. I feel like it was $2.50, but I can't remember. Long time ago. Well, like 3-4 years ago when I started. I feel like I started before COVID. So it could have been 2018, 2019 maybe. Yeah, I think COVID was in full swing in 2020. Okay, and that can go there. So I'm glad I remembered my little sticker maker. And I want to use that up. I have all these things that are just sitting here that I hadn't used, but I had to have them. But I did use that back then, doing the scrapbooking. And this will go in here. Try to get it in close to center. Doesn't need to be perfect. There's not a sticky glue on there. Okay, so that's that. I just don't think I want to put anything on here, but I could. I'm actually probably going to print out a tag for her with the table to put this on. It's probably what I'm going to do. Oh, let's see, what else can I do? Anything? Anything? Do I want to put anything? I don't need a tag on every one. I think these were hers as well. I'm probably going to find something to put in here. Well, I don't know about hers. Well, it'll have to be something thin that could kind of fold in. Ava's not so much. Nope. Okay. I didn't give Madeline any macarons, so let's find somewhere for some macarons, and then I can be done. I was going to stencil in here, but actually I have some coffee ring stencils. Of course, I didn't get those out, so I'm not going to go looking for them now, but that's probably something I'll do to make it authentic. Okay, I want the macarons. Let's see where I'm going to put them. Probably not on the cards that are in here. I have these cards. Don't want them on here. You know, I could put a couple things down here. I think I need some of the smaller ones. Let's see what I got. No, that's too big. Too big. I might go with maybe the blue one. I can actually just peel this off. Let's rub them. Remember I said to rub. And maybe put a couple of these on there. Like right there. I thought I had more small ones. No, this one seems huge, but it'll be okay. And we'll put this here. There. Got the macarons in there. Okay, that might have been extra. Don't remember. Okay, so this will be granddaughter number 1. And these. It's going in there. I know it just barely fit, and I had this, had these tags, tickets. Maybe I'll just fold those and put those in there. Of course, I will add a little cash. I don't think I'm doing any gift cards. And I had these little tickets for this one. And then this can go in this one. So there, I used my little machine to make these, which I kind of like that. And I'm probably going to run all the rest of these through, not that, but these, because it was very easy to do. So I hope you enjoyed my finishing up the project and doing the decorating. I mean, of course, you could do more. There's always more that can be done. I'm not going to put little candies on there. I was going to use the candies, but I don't know where I could put them. I'm not going to just lay them on the table. I think I'll skip that because it's unnecessary for this. This will, I may clip it on here like this so that she sees them. And she can do what she wants. They can use these to glue on things, whatever they want to do. So there, got all that. And we had that and this. And now I feel like I finished up the project. And I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.